Today's Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Carolina Trust Federal Credit Union.
Oh, there's something so real about living local, about the people and the places where we live. Just look at all the reasons why we call this home. And I'm loving living local. I'm living local 'cause it's where I love to be.
Hey there, I'm August, Carolina Trust Brand Ambassador, and you are watching the Living Local Carolina Financial Friday Community Panel. Today, I am joined with a very special guest, Karen Riordan, who is the President and CEO of the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce. So Karen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me today.
And I have been so fortunate here within the last year to be super involved in so many of the different programs and things that the Chamber has. And one of the things that I have learned about the Chamber in my time going through all of these different programs was about the Chamber's CVB component. So Karen, can you explain that a little bit?
Sure. It's a fairly unusual thing. We are a 501c6 Chamber of Commerce, but we're also this CVB, and that stands for Convention and Visitors Bureau. So that means that in addition to doing all the work we do in the community and with small business, we're also responsible for doing all the tourism marketing under the website of Visit Myrtle Beach, to bring all those visitors here to the Grand Strand.
Wonderful. And people may not know, Visit Myrtle Beach is not the only visit location, correct? Like there are other cities throughout the country that have a similar
Visit Florida, visit Tucson.
And does that have something to do kind of with the CVB aspect, or
yes,
those related?
That means that they are also tourism bureaus. They may or may not have a convention center, but we do have here in Myrtle Beach a convention center.
Yes.
So part of our job as well is to be bringing in leisure travel, but also group travel, which is associations, meetings, and they of course all either congregate at the convention center, or they use the sports center, or they use the conference space at a lot of our hotels.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's so nice that the Chamber, the Chamber's always looking out for the local businesses in our area, and so it's great that they play such an important role in the tourism of our area as well, so that they're able to kind of balance those things together. And as I was mentioning before, I've had the opportunity to be involved with several of the Chamber's organizations, starting with Leadership Grand Strand. So as you guys know at home, I have been a part of Class 42 of Leadership Grand Strand, and we are getting ready to finish up. I graduate the first week of May. We are doing our downtown redevelopment project right now, which is a mural that is right beside of the Grand Strand Brewing Company.
Yeah,
so
down in Nance
I'm
Plaza.
super excited.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm for someone that now has had some experience with the Myrtle Beach Chamber, it's wonderful to kind of convey to the community how much the Chamber puts into those organizations. So the people that are over those organizations at the Chamber do so much to help us as the Leadership Grand Strand class learn more about the city, the way it operates, and be able to kind of give back while we're doing that.
Yeah, Leadership Grand Strand is something we're really, really proud of at the Chamber. Not every chamber does this.
Yeah.
But as you said, we've been doing this 42 classes. And it is a rigorous program. People have to make a lot of sacrifices to go through it, but they learn so much. I hear from every class how much they learn about our community, things that people just didn't know, and then also there is that leadership component, learning how to be a better leader, making decisions about what things you want to get involved in long term.
Right.
Just hear from so many alum that say, because I went through that, I developed a passion that I had for, helping in this particular area, and then that's where they decide to volunteer, or maybe they join a board of directors, donate to some of those nonprofits. And so it's just a really, really great program. We're very proud of it, and we're already getting ready, thinking ahead to Class 43, nominations open for people who are interested in joining Leadership Grand Strand. And of course, that'll kick off again at the end of the summer and kind of follow the school year again, August to May of next year. But it's a great program.
It is, and it's super exciting. As you were saying, there is an upcoming Leadership Grand Strand class, which I learned about at my Grand Strand Young Professional meeting. I am super fortunate to be a part of that organization with the Chamber, which is, like a networking group for young professionals. And you guys also have so many other phenomenal programs that I encourage you guys at home to look into. They have a money-saving program. You have the education
Yes,
program?
Chamber Academy. We do over 100 different educational classes every year on any topic you can imagine.
Yeah.
And again, they're all free to members, so
Yeah.
they can go in person or they can go online and learn about more things.
Which is wonderful. And then I know you guys have Keep Myrtle Beach Beautiful, which we are
do.
super excited to tell you guys about when we come back from the break. Welcome back to the Living Local Carolina Financial Friday Community Panel. I am August, Carolina Trust Brand Ambassador. And before the break, we were talking with Karen Riordan, President and CEO of the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce, about some of the different programs that the Chamber has. And one of the programs that we were really getting ready to dive into was Keep Myrtle Beach Beautiful. So Karen, would you tell us a little bit about the program and how it got started?
So we're just so passionate about this. This is a fairly new program, but it's actually an old program that we're bringing back. I actually was able to see that there was a monument in downtown Myrtle Beach that indicated that this group used to exist and used to do cleanup and beautification. And when I checked into it a little bit, it wasn't active anymore.
Yeah.
And so the Myrtle Beach Chamber decided to contact Palmetto Pride and Keep South Carolina Beautiful, as well as Keep America Beautiful. Went through a very rigorous 14-month process to be certified.
Wow.
So we are now an official chapter, and so this will be our first Earth Day in which we are, doing some big community-wide events to keep the city beautiful and clean.
Which is wonderful. And I actually got the opportunity to volunteer on Earth Day. So we're going to cut over to some footage of that. Hey y'all, so as you can see, I have traded in my typical lime green for an orange vest today, and I am downtown in Myrtle Beach volunteering for Keep Myrtle Beach Beautiful. So Keep Myrtle Beach Beautiful is a program with the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce, and they used to have it a long time ago, but it was recently brought back and kind of revamped. So today I have been down on Broadway Street picking up trash. As you can tell, I've got my trash bag here, my handy grabber. I have already completely filled one bag, and I am about to start working on bag number 2. There's also a second group that is over on Allred Street, and they're going to be planting flowers, digging up weeds, things like that. With tourist season coming in, we're going to have so many extra visitors here in the Grand Strand area, so it's important that we're keeping our streets beautiful and that we're adding beauty to it. We want people to come visit and say, wow, Myrtle Beach is such a beautiful, clean area. And then it's also super important to kind of keep that for the locals. I love that we're out here with all these businesses downtown, so the store owners can kind of see us going by, picking up trash, and it's a daily reminder for them to, do their part here in the areas where they have their shop locations by picking up trash or being sure to go into the trash cans when they are disposing. So I am joined here with Diana Green, and Diana is the executive director for Keep Myrtle Beach Beautiful, but she is also the executive director for Leadership Grand Strand. Yes. So we have got to know each other a lot over this year, which has been absolutely wonderful. And with your role with Keep Myrtle Beach Beautiful, what are you looking for this to turn into for our city?
Well, we're really excited. This is our very first Keep Myrtle Beach Beautiful event, so this is kind of neat for us. Yeah. What we really want to do is we want to encourage the community to get out, get involved, and really do things, whether it's beautification, recycling, cleanups. There are so many ways that we can get out and really help improve our community, and that's what this is all about. So today, we had 2 different spots that we were able to focus in on. But what was really neat is all the people I talked to today who had other ideas for me and said, hey, we could use some help in this area or that area. And these are the types of things we're looking for. Yeah. So it was just an absolutely wonderful day. It's a great kickoff.
Yeah, and when you're starting up a new program, that's what you want, is people to be fired up about it, coming up with new ideas for the future so that you can kind of build upon your original event and continue to grow.
Exactly. And what I love is that there's so many different facets to what you can do when you are like a Keep America Beautiful affiliate. Yeah. I mean, they're all about, beautification. So even some of the work that's being done by the LGSers on the mural actually is something that they've even said, we would love to be involved in that. We would love to help learn how we can support y'all with that. So it's really neat. I think so many of these things are just sort of coming together.
Yeah, I think so too. And if you guys are interested in participating in upcoming Keep Myrtle Beach Beautiful events, you can head over to the Chamber website for more info. Thank you, Diana.
No problem. Thank you so much.
And it was so much fun volunteering on Earth Day. I was so glad to be able to join with other people in the community and give back to our area in a way that I typically don't, by actually getting my hands dirty. Of course, you guys know I wore gloves. I was not digging in the dirt, but it is so wonderful that we're able to have programs to kind of give back to our city like this in ways that really give back to, the atmosphere.
And
the
it's
community.
meaningful, it's tangible. You literally can see an area that needed cleanup, and then you have the before and the after.
You definitely
and
do.
it makes you feel really good. Like
It
a
did.
sense of
I felt so
accomplishment.
good afterwards, and
Yeah.
hopefully I can see, the beautification live on for a while when I drive by.
Absolutely.
But thank you guys. We'll be right back here in just a few. Welcome back to the Living Local Carolina Financial Friday Community Panel. I'm August, Carolina Trust Brand Ambassador, and before the break we were talking a little bit about Keep Myrtle Beach Beautiful. And we do want our city to be as beautiful as it possibly can be, since we are now officially in tourist season.
It's here.
It is. It definitely is. And I know for me, even if I'm not in the Myrtle Beach area, you start to see that traffic pick up, things like that. So Karen, being with the Chamber, what are some of the things that the Chamber is doing, on their end to kind of highlight tourism season and bring people here to the Grand Strand area?
Sure. So we are really 12 months a year now. We don't really ever stop marketing
Yeah.
because in order to make sure that we have a pipeline, for April, May, June,
Right.
and then into our peak seasons of July and August, we really need to be marketing. So we've already launched our spring campaign back in February.
Wow.
And it's working because we're starting to see the folks here for spring vacations.
Yeah.
And the pipeline's looking really strong. So we'll continue to do digital advertising, TV advertising, radio, print, use all the tools in the toolbox. And, we spread out. We're all over the country, really,
Yeah.
as far west as Denver, Colorado. We have markets now in Texas. We have markets up in New England.
Yeah, that's
New
wonderful.
York. And so, we just try to reach as many people as we can with our welcoming message about coming to the beach.
Yeah, and I love when I go on vacation, to other areas, and I'll be watching TV in my
see it?
hotel room, and I see a Visit
Yeah.
Myrtle Beach commercial. It always makes me so excited, like, ooh, I
know.
live there,
Me too.
And I also think it's super important as we're doing this marketing that Myrtle Beach has taken on, an initiative with the Chamber to be an inclusive destination.
We've been doing a few things already for the last couple of years. Of course, people know about Savannah's Playground.
Yeah.
They know about different programs that we've had in place, but now sort of taking that to the next level, and we're asking folks to pledge. So individuals as well as businesses to pledge to learn everything they can about autism.
Yeah.
And to just have the knowledge to be able to welcome guests when they're here.
Yeah.
And it really makes a difference because there's actually a crazy statistic that over 80% of families that have a child on the spectrum don't travel at all.
Oh.
And so Myrtle Beach has actually become one of these front-running cities
Yeah.
in which folks that have children on the spectrum do want to come, and they do feel welcome, and they feel like we understand what it is they're going through, and we're patient with them, we're kind, and all those things are really, really important for families.
With April being Autism Awareness Month, that all of us in the Grand Strand area can really commit to is making this area an area that feels inclusive for everyone and doing our part to learn what we can about
Absolutely.
autism and people on the spectrum and do everything we can to make everyone feel welcome when they come here on
It's so important.
on vacation. It is
Yeah.
super important. And then I know, the Chamber played a big role in the Myrtle Beach Bowl, which Carolina Trust, as you guys know, are a huge sponsor of that. And we actually had Rachel, the executive director, on right before the bowl game.
Yeah.
So that was super exciting. What is that like for Myrtle Beach
It's
to
so
have
great.
the bowl?
I mean, people just don't even understand the importance of that. We are the only city in the state of South Carolina that has a bowl game.
Yeah.
I know the folks up in the upstate around Clemson can't believe that.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure.
it is true, and it's something we're really proud of, and we're proud to partner with the other sponsors, as well as with, of course, Coastal Carolina University. And I think the first 2 years have been great, and we're already working
Yeah.
on Myrtle Beach Bowl for 2022,
Yeah,
which is
I
really
agree.
exciting.
And Karen, thank you guys at the Chamber, for all that y'all do to kind of make tourism season so wonderful for the locals. I know sometimes it can be a bit difficult, for locals to adjust to there being so many more people than
Yes,
normal
that can be
in
hard.
our area. And so I think the Chamber does an excellent job at welcoming people to the Grand Strand, showing them what all we have to offer, but then also, you know, staying with our locals and checking in on them, the local businesses, to make sure they know that they're supported.
Absolutely, that's so important. And again, there's a really important factor here is that the people who come to visit, they're jealous of us because we get to live here all the time.
Right.
But what that also means is we have a lot in common. They love the beach as much as we do. They love access to golf, all to the great restaurants.
Yeah.
Everything that we get to use year round. They may just be coming for 5 days or a week.
Right.
So again, it gets back to that welcoming nature and sharing the beauty that we have here in Myrtle Beach. And that's a big reason why people come back.
Yeah, I completely agree. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And thank you guys for joining us at home for the Living Local Carolina Financial Friday Community Panel.